Thank fuck we're in the correct positions here. I'm like, I forgot to check that, but we're in the correct positions. Welcome in, everybody. Hey there on YouTube, Kick, and Twitch. And welcome in. Yeah, this is the second episode of A Vampire Story, The Real Kindred of Bloemfontein. I'm your storyteller, Zaffageek, and then we've got Tigress as Elsie, Angel M as Marta, Serpent Chaos as Luan, Jono as JJ, and Santa64G on Twitter, and I don't know YouTube, Twitch exactly, but Santa's Jan Hendrik. Before we start, I gotta tell you, this is a game about monsters and monstrous things. Does not necessarily reflect the people playing these monsters and doing these monstrous things. Although in some cases you might, there's a hint of the real person there, but remember they're playing a character. And without any further ado, let's begin our vampire story. In the previous episode, we had some kids wanting to make, eventually when they grow up, make people happy, the way Elsie does apparently, with flowers. We had Marta making breakfast and slightly worried about her aminals, and discovering a snake in the grass. Then we had our weird snake oil chemist salesman, Luan, concocting stuff, getting a strange request from someone, but didn't think much of it. And he was joined by JJ, because JJ wants money, and he could be a sort of his money. JJ, the newspaper guy. And then we've got Jan Hendrik. What can I say about Jan Hendrik? He is out there to prove that vampires are real. And most people just humor him. And we find ourselves in the field on the way to the barn. Snake has been captured in what was the snake captured?
Burlap
In a
sack.
Oh yeah, burlap sack. Yeah. And Elsie and Jan, made their way back after discovering something. It was a little bit unnoticeable on previous glances. Jan wanted to take the barn apart in the way he described it, to just get this piece of evidence. And in the debriefing session after the episode, it's like, oh, he just wanted to take like a little bit. And you're on your way back to the group. They just caught the snake. And you guys are making your way to the barn, I take it.
Yeah.
Okay. On the way there, I need you all to roll me nothing. Everybody's like, oh shit, let's roll.
I literally went to my mouse and I'm like, okay.
We're prepping already.
You get to the barn. Cows still mooing in the distance. And you get to the spot that Jan Hendrik and Elsie was at. Essentially, it's a bloodied, the thing that he points to at, it just looks like a bloodied smudge of a hand. But if you look closer, and the palm of the hand is also almost as if the smudge was detected, and then afterwards a tiny little pentagram was drawn inside the palm. That's the only part of the thing that doesn't look smudged. And it's in blood. And the blood is like dried out now. Ooh, and I've also, sorry, I've fixed the calendar. I know how to fix the calendar now.
Oh shit.
It wasn't the 1st of February, it was the 2nd of February, a Monday morning.
So if I remember correctly, right, we didn't take the blood or whatever was on the thing because I wasn't allowed to, and I got like
Charmed the pants off of you.
charmed.
Yeah.
The pants.
Almost off.
Almost all. Very
But,
close.
so what basically happened was right. So it's still there.
Mm.
But I remember something that I took Luan there, right?
We're all there
No, it's
now.
good.
You're all there now.
There now. Yeah.
Oh,
You said your argument, or the argument was you should just bring Luan there instead of cutting it up.
Yeah.
Okay, so Luan, this is basically what I was talking about. Okay. I wanted to take a piece, small piece. But it was said no. But what do you think of this? What is this vampire?
Can I make a roll on if what type? So firstly, just what type of occultish this would be with the pentagram in the middle of a bloody hand. Firstly.
Okay. Roll me. Well, you're gonna have to do intelligence and occult, it seems like.
Laxam.
Fuck.
Do I need more?
Intelligence
Should I
the
spend
fuck out of
willpower?
You can't spend willpower now.
Oh, we can't yet.
Yeah.
Can I also like maybe roll for it because
Roll the same again, yeah?
Hmm.
Occult and intelligence.
Why are you guys so smart?
Ooh, wait.
Shit, we shouldn't get in a fight today, hey? You will kill me.
The thing is, both mine and Jan's main ability is intelligence. That's both have 4. We're very smart assholes, it seems.
Can I roll occult and intelligence?
Okay, now everybody's... Yeah, roll. Roll. If you have it, roll. If you have it, roll.
roll
What
it.
do you need to have it,
Why not?
Charlie?
Occult and intelligence.
I forgot how this thing works. Okay, it's been a minute.
Okay, let's roll it.
You need dots in both, at least.
I don't, but I got to. I was feeling left out, okay?
Okay. So did everybody roll? Except
so.
Marta. Marta looks at it and is like, it's cow's blood.
Yep.
Yep, it's cow's blood. Okay, so for the occultish people, everyone except Elsie. You've read somewhere, either in a news article or something, that, and remember this is South Africa, so we're going to use South African slang, for the newspaper guy, a satanistic cult who goes by the name of the Hand. Yeah, and they've struck all across South Africa. You've heard of them first while you were in Cape Town. They were there. So in your mind you think that it's probably another group. It wouldn't be the same group moving. It's probably just like a cell or
A sect.
a sect or, yeah.
writing it down in his like book. He's like, that's interesting. I didn't think they would expand this far. He tears a piece of like his little booklet out and tries to like put it over the marking to try and trace it.
Oh, you've seen that. You've seen that. You can just draw it. You can almost draw it by memory.
Okay,
It's basically a hand with a pentagram in the middle.
Okay, cool. So you'll just draw that on the next page.
And for the rest of you,
Do you Luan, have you seen this before? Like these called markings and stuff.
you have heard of them before. According to your background, you've not come into contact with them, but they are a reasonably fresh sort of like, you want to say blood cult of some kind?
Alrighty, a newish blood cult.
Yes. And for Jan Hendrik, they're definitely part of a vampire clan called the Black Sabbath.
This is good. This is good.
Or in German, the Schwarze Sabbat. I don't know, the Black Sabbath.
I think I might have a book on this, or maybe I could just write it down something. I'm gonna take like a journal out and start writing in the journal.
Oh my god.
Tell us what you need. Tell us what you know.
Marfa, can I scrape some of this in a little bag or glass vial? At home, I have a method to test if it's human or animal blood.
Sure. You can scrape some of the blood off.
Thank you. I'll scrape
Yes.
some off.
Don't hurt Barn.
I will try my best. I will gently scrape off some so that
Listen,
I can do the test.
I wanted to do the same.
Did you really? That
I
big
really
sword
did.
of yours.
This big sword.
You were
is like-
swinging. Oh
it's
my
a family
goodness.
sword.
Did you keep it in the family?
The sword is kept in the family. I don't know what it's like. Listen.
Is that how the... Wat is er van Jan Hendrik van der Westhuizen?
Van Skalkwijk.
Van
Van
Skalkwijk.
Skalkwijk. Is that how the Van Skalkwijks got famous?
The way
Has such a long and rich history.
Listen, my family has had this sword passed down from generation to generation. Okay? And I will not be like made fun of or my family heritage, as our family has held on to this big sword. Okay? And we have all handled it with care.
Oh, so all your family has held the sword.
All the family.
And
The
handled
whole,
it with care.
Even Grandpappy.
Oh, even Grandpappy held the sword.
Oh, Grandpappy, he knew how to handle the sword.
Oh,
Okay?
wow.
So yeah,
And it is-
swordsmith.
In fact, he might have been. I didn't read the books, but he most likely was.
Leave the
Okay,
poor
Mario.
man alone. Leave him alone.
Come on, it's just a little bit of fun.
I understand, though. You know his honor and all that, and his unknowledgeable knowledge of all of these
I mean,
weird
when he
sentences.
says handed down from generation to generation, he is the third generation. So
Mhm.
Literally.
It's
Literally
a
only
long-
Grandpappy.
It's like a long generation.
Very long.
Hey, it's average.
It's an average. Just like slightly above. Just like slightly.
90 years, basically. You've probably been around for 90 years.
Shit.
Wow, so
20 years of average.
Yeah, because it's 30, 30, 30, roughly. Like,
Mm.
basically.
which is a cock long time, by the way.
By the way, Luan, should we is there a way for you to test this, or do we need to go back home?
I need to get home. So the test uses antibodies. It's divided by some German person. I just need to actually go. I need to get to my lab. That is very important. It will basically
Shouldn't
test if it's
we-
animal or blood. Maybe.
Yeah.
Luan,
Mhm.
shouldn't we check to see if there's any other clues? Because this is something definitive. I mean, we came here for the rattlesnake, but this is something different. This is something that's concrete. There might be something else.
I do agree. Let us check around, and then we can test this. But this is interesting. There's a cult in town, it seems.
I might just have to change tomorrow's paper. But let's see.
Just be careful, because if they know that we know, it's gonna be weird.
Ooh. Well, we might get more information, so let's see.
No, there's something like something I want to know, right? Can I get a piece of that wood?
No.
No, not the wood. That's part of your samples.
You saw
You
how
want
he
some of-
scraped it off. You saw how he scraped it off. So if you want your own samples, you can do exactly the same.
But if you hurt the barn, you're gonna hurt.
Without your
I'm not gonna
sword.
hurt that one.
Without your sword.
I only have my sword.
You have a book with
I will
paper?
give him the little knife I use,
Oh,
like
little
small
knife.
spatula little thing.
I only take a small piece. That's what I see you looking at. Taking a small piece.
I walk away.
A small piece, almost like. And then I take the small piece and I taste it.
It tastes
Doesn't
like
know if
blood.
it's human or animal.
Does it taste like humany or
Yes.
vampire? Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
Yes
Are
on all
you-
your questions.
You know there's something like diseases that are being transferred by blood, right?
be quiet. I need to focus.
Did he just eat wood? Am I
Yes.
like hallucinating?
Ate
No,
bloody-
him and his generational family enjoy sword handling and eating wood.
Yes.
And eating blood? That's the more
Yes.
important thing. Are we searching for monsters or have we found it already?
Listen, I think
He's-
this is vampire. It's by like the earthy taste.
And no, that's the
But
wood.
didn't you just say it's humany? Yeah, the earthy could be that. There's too many variables for you
You
to
know
eating
that,
wood.
You know the sting,
Yeah,
the splinters, it's from the wood.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why I kind of noticed that on like the first pass.
Did you just like swipe it through your mouth like the
I-
Joker?
I kind of did, and I have to say though, if you really think about it, I think we have a lead.
Or you could have a disease.
We do already have a lead, which would be the one that was scraped that we can, scientifically test. Great warrior. I worry for your health and safety.
All of this has a point. By the way, what's your name again? JJ. Let's go. I'll take lead.
I can't believe this. Okay, young
Yes.
lady, take the lead. Sure.
He's
There
going to be
is-
dead before he has a child. That's what I see.
But the family ends with him.
Yes.
The
He's
third
the last.
generation. Grandpappy will
Doesn't-
never know what I became.
Today was one of the days, Marta, or the day that you set aside to eventually, at some point, burn the carcass that was
Okay.
attacked. So the carcass is still there, not in the barn, but the carcass is still like a ways off.
If you guys would like to view the carcass, we can do that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
let's do it.
Tomorrow it will be gone,
Cool.
and I'll lead them towards the carcass.
What you know about the carcass is you've seen this. This is basically you do tell them that it's the thing was slaughtered. If you were a farmer, it was slaughtered, ready to be made into meat. The interesting thing is, though, the way, or the method used to slaughter it.
What do we see when we see this?
What do you see? Oh, first of all, everybody roll me a freaking willpower, please.
Yeah.
Marta and Luan. Now, Marta, you were supposed to... You're kind of used to this. Maybe something is a little bit off. Both of you start like... It's a bit smelly.
Yeah.
It's a bit smelly.
Oh fuck.
Weak stomachs.
I left it one day too long. I should have burned it last night.
What sickles?
And Jan Hendrik, you're feeling it, but you can stomach it. The rest of you is like, okay, this is bad, but it's okay. We just breathe through our mouths. I mean, what? There's no diseases being carried through the air, is there?
Yes, we do know this.
What are
Learn it
diseases?
now.
Don't worry, we'll just drink some alcohol. That will fix it. Kills bacteria.
Rubbing alcohol for outside wounds, drinking alcohol for inside wounds.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Luan is prepping an entire lesson plan to teach all of these people about true practice and all this.
But the cow is bloated, and the only wound is a slash around its neck. And handprints and fingerprints sort of like around that area, covered in blood. As if someone was handling that part specifically.
Did it look like it was like hands put in and pulled open, or just like...
You would say, yes, in your opinion, hands were put to the side to open it a bit more?
Yeah.
That's what you would say, yeah.
Can I go look at the wound? Can I see maybe potentially what did the cutting? A large knife, more a skinnier, or yeah, like saw. Like I just want to inspect the wound.
It's definitely been torn open.
So not a clean cut, a rough
Yeah.
ripping.
Mm.
I wonder what
Like it's like
weapon
this
can do
gaping,
this.
it's like this, it starts like at the small point and it opens up into this gaping tear.
I wonder what weapon did this. As I will, with my little handkerchief over my head, my face, look at it.
Who have you
What you seeing over there, Luan?
Who have you got, Animal Ken?
I do.
Okay, obviously you're a farmer.
Yes.
Roll me. I'd say.
Hmm.
Okay, I don't want to change your portrait. Intelligence and Animal Ken.
Okay. I rolled a 3.
Yes. I can't
Oh, you're
spell.
whispering to me.
Yeah. There we go.
Luan,
Yeah.
so we're sure that this wound killed the animal, or was this not mutilation?
Can I make a like a medicine type thing to just. I just want to inspect the whole thing for like potential
Yeah,
ever small wounds.
intelligence and medicine.
Well, I can tell you the cow didn't struggle when it was killed.
You don't find any other wounds.
It didn't struggle, but there's nothing that killed it beforehand. It seems. So it didn't struggle. Are your cows usually like, oh, I know humans, I'm not afraid of them? What's the word?
No.
Tame.
They're tame towards me, not others.
Yeah, we saw
But
today with the snake, they were
they-
like on the other
yeah. They
side
spook
of it.
easily.
So we have an animal that was murdered, but nothing else necessarily seems to be out of order. I mean, it is quite old, so I don't know how much more we can tell, but it's why the motive is lacking.
Is there a way to check if like something was maybe feeding from it, like vampire feeding?
Teeth.
Blah, 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 blah.
Roll me. You're looking at this. Roll me an intelligence investigation. The way the bloodied handprints are positioned, and with the general underabundance of blood in the area, you're pretty sure either this thing has been bled into something, into a container, and you can just probably figure out like some of the handprints are at such a position that something might have drunk from it.
So guys, I want you guys to come closer. I want you guys to see here. Do you see how it's positioned? Right?
Mm-hmm.
I think we do have evidence that a cult might have been doing this. The way it's been placed and the way the cuts happened, I think they drained blood from it. I don't know if they could have fed from it, but I think they drained it.
So, what in terms of the handprint or more than that?
I think it's basically just more like a cult thing. I don't know, like there is a suspicion that this may be also involvement with vampiric origin. But for now, we can just assume it's a cult thing.
So you're saying the cult, as I'm saying this back, I'm writing it down. You're saying the cult killed the animal to drain its blood to then store it, maybe to use it for other rituals and such.
Potentially writing things in blood is quite. It's a common thing.
I don't know. I think
This.
Yeah, sorry.
No, this actually interesting and confidentiality, so I won't go speak too much. I actually got a weird request this morning of someone who wants me to mimic wine that is actually blood. I'm currently actually busy with the experiments, but they want blood to look like wine. Maybe to make it more appetizing or force feed it to people. I'm unsure. So that's odd.
I feel, Luan, that feels very vampirish. Wouldn't you say?
It really
Feels
is.
like a hiding in plain sight type of thing. If you blink,
See,
it feels like
vampires. Okay. See, normal cults as well can sometimes just blood is very. It's not a nice thing to ingest or take in, or it's very sticky and goopy and and dries very quickly. So people who actually want to imbibe in blood might actually want to make it more easier to drink. That
Get some strange fellows out there.
Yeah, some people like to drink blood. I've drank blood a few times. Long story, but it's hard to drink normal blood. You need to change it a bit as a human. So I'm not yet on the vampire. Maybe someone pretending to be a vampire. That's a good thing.
Do
Ooh.
you have a name?
Be a cult pretending to be vampires. That would be quite an interesting story.
That is the thing. And I do have a name, though I still need to, again, confidentiality and all that.
Well, the name, are you talking about the name of who we've seen here? Because it is an organization I've heard of. Or
the blood drinking guy.
The blood drinking guy.
All.
Okay, yes. But they might be connected. I mean, realistically, it's probably that your friend who has asked you to do this is a member. Clearly, as we have them.
Yeah, or he's eccentric, you know.
Has he given you a sample to work with? Can you like compare the two?
Did he actually give me blood, or did he just? Yeah, no, I had to get my own blood from the meerkat I killed that morning to actually test with. Yeah.
Interesting.
See, so yeah, it's just a test thing. It's actually very fascinating. I'm trying to do fermentation as well as spinning it down. So I'm quite curious to see how it changes the taste of this. Maybe you can make like spicy, and I will go on a ramble on the science behind making blood into alcohol.
Yeah. Are you guys gonna need help cleaning up the area? You know.
Not really.
You can
burn it.
When you say do you guys need help, you can see both Elsie and Martha. Elsie is busy like digging a sort of a fire trench and clearing the area around the cow. As if to make sure it won't burn the rest of the field.
Yeah, we should. Okay, I'm gonna go help him, you know.
Sure.
He takes out his sword and he starts whacking at the field.
No, not the family sword. It's crazy. Not the family sword. I'll ask for a shovel. I'm crazy, but I'm not that crazy. Go get it. Shit.
Martha, how many times has this happened? You seem used to this.
How many?
This is the second time.
Okay.
In about a month.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's just irritating.
I mean, you don't think it's like probably a roaming animal of some sort. And you think it's a roaming animal just due to the fact that it's a month apart. No animal you know would go a month without eating.
Yes.
But I will say that your born was really definitely tagged by a cult. So that is something we will have to deal with, because a lot of times cults escalates. It's cows now, but eventually it will become humans, children. There's a lot of rituals on trying to obtain immortality by bathing in the blood of virgins. So it's...
Does it happen like every second week, or does it happen like every single month, or is there like a pattern we can discern?
It's just twice in the last 2 months, basically. Not on the same day. Not even the same week. So it's slightly more than a month apart. Yeah.
If you guys want to, I can stay, or like keep an eye on this area at night, and maybe we can catch one of them.
You're more than welcome to.
Then I shall do it.
My services are unfortunately needed elsewhere.
I didn't catch what. What do you do?
I make people happy.
That's.
So come check it out sometime.
I might, you know, but a few things that I need to do.
You and your big sword are more than welcome.
Still not quite sure what you do, but I can make a turn, maybe left.
You're not sure about her occupation,
Yes, JJ.
dear warrior.
She is quite famous.
Sweet, innocent summer child. Wow. Now that is news.
So what I'm going to be doing is, like, each night I will go to the farm somewhere, and it's the cow.
So it's funny because I actually recall something. Actually, there was a report that I received about a week or so ago that of similar happenings in the neighboring farm, the Warden's farm, and I'm assuming that either they're moving in or they're just claiming farmland. They might just be doing it in the outskirts and trying to go for farms. So it might not happen here very soon. It might end up happening at the other farms in the area. So maybe we should also watch out for that.
How many farms have been targeted? As Elsie previously said, is there a pattern maybe?
Would there be a pattern? Would I be able to?
The days don't match up, first of all. This happened on a Saturday, this particular instance. And the other one happened at the Warden's happened like a week and a half ago. So let's say like 7, 8 days, 9 days. 9 days ago.
This is gonna sound strange, but have you guys considered the moon?
That's a good one.
The moon. Question.
The phases of the moon.
Where are we in the moon cycle? That's a question. That's a question. That's a hell of a question.
I know exactly. I was expecting this, and I never prepared for it. Can you believe it?
The fourth moon cycle.
My bad.
See, Jan, it could be a werewolf. I believe it could be a werewolf. Vampires don't exist, or they used to exist. They're extinct.
Yeah. My dear warrior, I have a question for you. It's very, very pressing. For someone of your talents, you seem to be very specific and very focused on vampires. Like, do you not believe that there's other beings? Or is that your family's focus on vampires?
I just think vampires are more of a risk, as they can walk among us, you know, and be part of who we are and stuff. And pure evil demons. Vampires are.
I mean, a werewolf could be a person in the day. You wouldn't know. You know, they could literally walk among you. Vampire.
I haven't really seen people hunting werewolves. And all my training is on vampires. You know.
I will say your sword is silver, so your family probably knew something. Oh, it
It's
should
true.
be silver.
I don't even know if
Your
this.
toes in it.
Yeah, I don't even know if this blade has ever tasted the blood of a vampire. I don't even know if they really bleed. But I'm going to be the
Wait,
first.
you haven't fought a vampire?
Yeah,
No.
that is part of his story. It's quite interesting, actually. A vampire hunter has never fought vampires. But you know, I believe in him. One day it will happen for you. You know.
You
And
guys
your
know-
parents and your grandparents, did they?
my mother, like,
Yeah.
knew a lot about vampires, and overseas, I do believe a lot of vampires are a lot. I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to be the first one to hunt one here, and
Okay.
Oh shit!
you all might be making fun of me now,
They're
making
really
fun of the
animal.
way I do it, but one day when I save Bloemfontein, I'm going to be the hunter.
That you will.
I
Including,
believe
That you will.
I believe you will one day kill some sort of supernatural creature. Not necessarily a vampire, but you will kill some.
including today. It's 3 days until the full moon. So right now it's waxing gibbous.
Waxing gibbous. And then the previous attack 2 weeks ago.
Can we make
That's
a
a
connotation if the moon is related
Can we just?
to the kill?
Yeah,
Just tell us yes
that's
or no.
Yeah,
basically
if
the
there
question.
is-
Is it
if they're
related or not?
What is
Are
this?
they related?
Was it astronomy?
Yeah, I was like, do I have astronomy? But I feel like Elsie would totally
I'm
be into like
academics.
rocks and astronomy and, you know.
That's astrology.
All of the
Wait.
Afrikaans
Diana, your astrology.
all of the Afrikaans horror books I've read state that something always happens on a full moon.
That was a waxing crescent.
How many books have you
One.
read?
What?
He has like 500 in his library, by the way.
It was a book about swords.
And how the moon phases affect them.
You have a wear sword. When the moon comes up, it becomes bigger.
It starts to glow. Oh shit! This is so cool.
Your rapier becomes a great sword. Oh.
It's like, I'm here to suck your blood. Don't worry, Dracula.
So it's 3 days till the full moon. So if it would be a werewolf, then we would find that attack in 3 days. However, this can't be a werewolf attack because of the fact that these last 2 attacks have not happened during a full moon.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't say we completely ruled it out, but I feel like it's unlikely.
Chupacabra.
Okay, wait. We all know Chupacabra is not real.
No. They are real. And the thing, there's a snake from America, so maybe the Chupacabra, who is mainly, I think, from that district, has also come over.
But a chupacabra is like, from what I've read, it's like a dog or some type of animal like that. It's not really a flying beast, so how would it have gotten here is the question.
How did the
It's also
snake
don't
get
fly.
here?
I said
I mean,
if
the
the snake
snake-
was on a plane.
See, the chupacabra is a goat sucker. So what is South African goats? Cows. Maybe it was sucking on cows.
I think South
okay.
African goats
Other
are
suckers.
goats. Because we do have those here. No, so
We broke Skull. We broke Santa.
yeah, I think South Africa goes to ghosts. So I'm also not leaning to that. I mean, a vampire is still very possible for the fact that like they need to drink blood at night all the time.
Human blood.
Who knows? He doesn't, and I would hope that he knew, but I don't think he knows that. So we just gotta guess. So
I think
with that, they might maybe these different types, and some of them can do both. You know, like people. Some don't eat meat. You know, very strange. So
I think we need to. What we need to do is we need to learn. My learning is by facing.
So does that mean that we can finally read the books that are in your library? And by we, I mean me?
No. That's family secrets. Only my eyes.
But you don't even read them.
I do.
Why?
I'm one of those, what the young kids call a slow reader.
When last did you read one of the books?
Yesterday.
No, you used that as a cup holder. I remember it.
To be fair, chapter 44, great cup holder. Something about like a way to.
So the noble hero of Bloemfontein that shall one day slay a vampire, hopefully, maybe.
Do you slay a vampire with a sword, or do you slay it with words?
You slay it by knowing it.
Oh, what's your name? Steve. Bah! Bye, Steve. I know.
And then he goes to jail for murder.
Madams, you two are more rooted in logic than us three, it seems. What do you guys think? What do you guys want us to do? Because it's obviously been irritating killing your cows. If this happens once a month, how many cows will you have left? And Elsie, you are quite a talented woman in more things than I think people come on and talk about. What are your two things?
Well, it looks like an animal attack to me.
Yeah, looks like an animal attack. We're gonna burn it? Where are we gonna burn it?
Right here.
Oh. Now or later?
Are you guys done investigating the cow?
I am.
Yeah, you can burn the cow. We're just figuring out how the hand is related. That's it. But cow's not really important for that.
I think the main idea is basically we just come back here every night. And okay, I'll do some reading during the day. Okay?
And Marfa, as I said, both you and Elsie, just remember that your barn was branded by a cult. Even if this was a animal attack, be careful.
Marta was planning on burning the cow and then go wash the shed.
Also, we'll keep
I wouldn't be too sure that
that's keen.
To be honest with you, I don't think that washing the sign off is going to be a deterrent of any sort. I don't think they'd use it to.
Yeah, but it's gross.
I mean, it's gross, no, sure. I'm just saying that doesn't keep you safe. If that's the right way to put that.
And I will also say there were hand marks around the wound as well. So human interference is definitely a thing, or something with opposable thumbs.
Are you going to put out a story tomorrow about this, JJ?
I wanted to, but I think that I'm taking the advice of Luan and I'm going to keep my story that I currently have because I want to see if I can flesh it out more. Like he said, once Luan said that, I was like, oh, I can make this a bigger story and it can be a whole massive thing.
Mm.
He's just going to try and see and sit and go talk to the mission is to go around to like every farm in the next few days to try and talk to everyone to see what's happened.
Okay.
Do we hit, like, when you guys go back? I think I'm gonna stay, and just make sure that they don't come back. And you guys, like when you do research, I just go find out tomorrow.
I will do some research as well as see if I can finish the project for the guy. And then
luckily, his armory doesn't hold the books. Good.
I will then go research and Luan will start walking.
I think Marta might have to like help him set up a campsite and make sure nothing burns.
Yes.
Clean up a separate site for him. I mean,
it
is. He knows how to do it. I mean, he's been in this area for a while, but you probably just want to make sure.
It is.
Also, we'll start making food inside. So, like, start nice food.
And what's your plans for the rest of the day?
Burn the cow, wash the shed.
Well, you started burning the cow.
Yes.
The smell of, at first, steak
nighttime, right?
was in the air. No, it's in the morning.
Wait, this is in the morning?
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, then I'm, like, leaving. Like, I thought it was night. I was like being like a...
Listen, you're not vampires yet, okay? You're not vampires yet.
I thought we were doing all of this at night, like being like in the dark.
No, we got up early in the morning. What do you mean?
Yeah,
it's not even like it's maybe 12 yet.
Yeah, then I'm going back with like Luan.
It is time for lunch though.
Yeah,
and Elsie did mention that she's making food.
Maybe I stay. Okay. Maybe I stay. I eat lunch, then I go.
You guys want some egg sandwiches?
That sounds amazing.
That sounds great.
I would also stay for that.
You enjoy the meal, you catch up. What bits of information would you share with the people, with everyone else, during eating? Because I take it you don't eat in silence.
So, basically, that is why, right? I do believe that vampires are old age. So, I saw this picture, right, in one of these books. It was like very, very old. Where it looked like, now hear me out, the vampire could see the future. I don't know whether vampires can see the future, but keep in mind though. To be fair, that's basically all I got from the picture, but it looked really cool.
I mean, maybe they've just lived so long that everything is like a pattern, so they can see the future because the same type of things keep happening.
This is
when me and Marta were in school, our parents knew one another. We were in school together, our parents grew up together, so we sort of grew up together. That's how, we've...
And that's most likely how you bring happiness, because your happiness of your friendship brought like...
Friendship with many people.
Wow, you're like very popular.
I am.
She is. She's very social.
Very popular.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I think she has a 5-star rating.
By the way, in the picture, right, there's something about sorry, I think it's like a little bit like Hebrewish. Malkavian. Back to the topic. The topic of like, so you say you like very popular and famous, and like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm gonna be famous soon. A lot of people make fun of like my obsession with vampires, right? But I do believe that one day people will like the fact that I'm a hero. Okay.
That's not why I'm popular. But, to each his own.
You will not be popular by a lot of people if they didn't like you. Okay.
Like
It's-
what I do.
It's split 50%, 50%.
It's
Well,
it's
I've heard 70-30. Sorry, I've heard stories
It's
else.
a group effort. It's a group effort.
Well, I believe if you put all the effort in doing something you really like, you can be a best in what you do.
I'm pretty sure she puts in a lot of effort.
And
I think she's
I don't
already.
think like I got my legs.
she's
It's not from-
also the best in what she does.
Yes, I
There we
believe
go.
so.
Yeah, I've heard that as well.
Okay, let's stop talking about me. What? Yes.
Actually,
Okay.
well, just one last thing. You don't happen to by chance have any new information?
Probably. What are you looking for?
Anything that like comes to mind that you're like, oh, that might be interesting. I'm at a point where I'm just taking what I can get.
What info is this that you're looking for?
I'm not actually looking for any. I'm looking for anything that I can make like I can write a story on, like any leads,
I heard
anything
something about
interesting.
calcium supplements or something at one point in
Yeah, it's the
the guy was so boring. The guy was
Oh!
so boring.
Hey,
He was so
Look
boring.
at that, Luan. If you are the effectiveness of your brand, so that works because I'm actually had him write an article to put in the newspaper, so that just reinforces that. That's great, actually. It's good
You-
feedback.
Also,
You've
he
got an
does stuff
idea.
to you, apparently.
Calcium is good for all the bones. That's an idea
Calcium,
for the
hey.
newspaper editor to also put in there.
Well, if Elsie knows about it, she knows most of the bones.
Yes. Very true.
You know the
That's
rest
a
of
good-
the what?
Yes, calcium is good for all the bones. Now I know what I'm going to write about. This is great. I'll just get a little bit of help from you, Luan. Keep
Yeah,
reinforcing it. We keep reinforcing it. Remember, as I said, we write the article, we put the ad in there, we keep reinforcing the idea. Then they think they came up with the idea.
yes.
Oh, you know what? I should get. They see you selling it, or they walk past your place, and they're like, oh, you know what? Calcium, not a bad idea. Maybe it's something I need in my life. Strong bones.
Strong bones.
Which one are we talking about? All the bones.
Like, I have to say, like, your job sounds intense. Like, you basically need strong bones.
Many
I-
strong things, yeah.
Strong
Like-
bones, strong muscles, strong things.
I
Yes.
have to say, like, with training and everything like that, calcium is important, and all that.
Yeah, but he fell asleep very quickly.
And does Marta share something during eating?
Marta is just listening to the random vampire things Jan is talking about. Just thinking that they're not real.
Okay.
Eating and watching everyone.
These sandwiches are really good.
Yeah.
You're very talented in cooking.
Well, it's a pastime.
Most likely what she does. Food does make people happy.
Not that,
Should we tell him?
I don't think so. I
No,
think I want him to visit me first.
No, not in our house. Please.
No.
Before this continues,
It's a learning experience.
yeah, we need to.
Yes, it is.
We can
I'm
taste
gonna-
your stamina.
I'm just gonna go now. I don't know what's going on here.
Don't you like practical learning?
Yeah, it's very hands-on learning.
Yeah.
I don't like. I only have one profession, and that's vampire slaying. I've been saying this. the
Hey,
whole time.
maybe it can help you.
Yeah.
I'm not
Maybe.
going to to be fair, I don't want to brag, but I do dabble in woodworking.
Oh,
Oh,
Elsie also does some woodworking.
she
I
does.
also do woodworking.
Let me
Enjoy working some wood.
let me quickly show you, and I basically go into the backpack and I take out my wooden stake.
The thing he
me
takes
show
out
you,
will
and I put
injure
more-
someone. The thing he takes out will injure someone.
It's like, look at, like, I think this is art.
No matter how much you
away.
smooth it out, it will injure someone.
Was that the end table? That's the table we put our keys in. Why did you use that?
Wait, listen, is that what it was? I always wondered. But it now is a killing machine for, guess who? Vampires.
Wherever.
Vampires. Vampires.
We're gonna go fight the vampire.
Yeah. Hey, listen, you're Afrikaans. You still don't know how to speak English, okay?
You guys are so
Your mouth lid is showing.
No, please. I did my slit.
I'm gonna stand up now, and
We're gonna go do a little bit of vampire.
Yeah, I will also leave with Jan. And
I think the vampires are safe. We are not.
that thing can fit.
So, all three of the men leave?
Marta will start collecting dishes.
No, Elsie will like say, you have other things. I'll keep. Don't worry. I'm gonna take a night off, so we can just.
Yeah, she made a lot of money last night. Well, you don't know she made a lot of money, but she's taking the night off.
No, she knows like when I go to the bank the next day and
Ah.
I did well the week or whatever. So
Yes. Thank you. I'll go wash the barn.
I just sort of live.
I don't know. I just need to put this out there. I don't know who Keegan the Bomb is, but he loves.
Keegan.
They love the fact that Jan needs to stop looking at the photos of all the vampires.
Hey, Keegan.
I like you guys. What's up, bro?
why?
Yes. So, you guys walk out. Takes you a good 20 minutes of walk, 30 minutes of walking. And where do you go specifically? Do all three of you go to the same building?
I am going back to the wardens because I want to go see and ask them, because I'm assuming I didn't. I want to see if they also have that marking, the hand marking.
Okay, so you're gonna
somewhere on
go
the.
around to the
I'm
wardens.
gonna go ask them and see if they didn't wash it off, and if they say they haven't seen anything, I'm gonna go take a look.
Okay.
I will be going to our house. I want to finish my orders for the day,
Mm-hmm.
and then at night I'll do some research.
You need to finish
basically.
You need to finish that experiment too.
Yes, I want to finish the blood one now as well,
Mm.
specifically so that I can go visit this person and see
Okay.
what the hell is going up there.
Okay, and Santa? Are you gonna look at some pictures of
Jan is-
vampires?
Jan is most likely going to start to read.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like, you know, when you have like a project and you're like, I'm committed, and then read the first page and then it's basically be like, and then Jan is going to go train.
Okay. The book you think of is the same book you saw the picture of that vampire that can see into the future, and the title is All 46 Different Types of Vampires.
46. How
And
can it be so
that Hebrewish name that you saw, like, is one of them.
Interesting. This would be a good read.
Let's go train.
Let's go train. And basically go outside and sword thrusts and uppercuts and.
Okay. And what is Elsie gonna do for the rest of the day? You're gonna chill at the farm?
Yeah.
And help out with general tasks, I take it. Like
Yeah, I'm gonna help.
like if
in the house.
she's busy in the fields, you'll be with her, and you know.
Well, I mean, I'll probably like, bring her something.
You don't have chickens though, don't you? Do you?
I think so. I think that's where I get my eggs from.
Okay, so here's a cool little fact.
Eh?
Here's a cool little fact about chickens in the olden South African days. How they used to call chickens is they would go in a high pitched voice and say the word pili, like very fast. Pili 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 pili. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll still do that. Practice it strengthens the tongue muscles.
I kid you not. I kid you not.
I think it's still used sometimes. I don't know why.
It's still used sometimes, yeah. I mean, it was used when I was younger.
Because I've heard people actually use that. Oh my goodness.
It's how I call some of my clientele as well.
Stand on the corner. Stand on the corner. Pili 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 pili. 3 men.
Literally.
That's funny.
And do you have like a wood-fired stove or a wood stove using wood?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Have you chopped enough houtpieler?
I assume not.
Just making sure. Just making sure.
That's on the list of things to do for the day.
Okay. That's also a word, by the way. Thank you, Fokov Politicar, for teaching me about this shit.
We're
Okay.
really into pila.
Well, not the pili 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 thing. Not the pili 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 thing, but houtpil. Yeah. When they say there's a berg hout, daar's 'n berg houtpiele wat brand in plek van my verstand, they're talking about firewood. Strange Africanisms, okay?
It seems South Africans are very focused on pila.
Yes. Yes. They are very focused on pila.
Yes, you're not wrong.
Why is that a defining feature? Why is that all people gonna know about that?
It's only the Afrikaans people that know about this, okay?
What was old Bloemfontein? That's all I want to know. Jeez.
To be fair, we had a debate in like one of our classes yesterday about formal versus informal speech, and then people went off topic, started talking about slang words, and the real Afrikaans girl that I know, and she's like from Bloemfontein. She was like, "Listen, okay, you have to understand," and she's arguing for formal language, and then she's like, "Do you know what the word tos means?" I just burst out laughing, and I'm like, and everyone else is very Capetonian and very English, and they're like, "No, we don't know." And then she's just like, super embarrassed, being like, "Oh fuck, I have to explain it."
Pause for those viewing.
Is wanking.
Yep.
Yes.
Masturbation.
Masturbation. So
Vampires.
yeah, let's go back to vampires.
Talking about sucking on things.
Okay. JJ,
Yes.
you make your way to the wardens,
Okay, cool.
and you're thinking about sewing machines, but in Afrikaans, and nigh machine, and and for some strange reason, chickens, and the weird words everybody use for them, and you get to the farm, and there's a bunch of like farm workers on the farm. With the lead, what you can assume is the lead farm worker. You've spoken to him before when you heard reports about this. It seems like the master is in a very... it seems like master is very tired.
Mm.
You know, it seems like the boss is very tired during the day. But he does get up early in the morning to work, but his hours are like, according to the foreman, for lack of a better word, according to the foreman, it is, his hours are like from 3 till 6. That's when he does his best job. I mean, and you look around and you can see like frickin' the garden is immaculate. Garden surrounding the farmhouse is immaculate. It looks like, it sort of looks like an oasis. You know? It's very green and beautiful, lots of flowers, rose bushes. And you think to yourself, huh, maybe this will be called the City of Roses one day. When you see this. And yeah. Sipo tells you, yeah, no, the master is very, very sleepy during the day. And we do, he basically tells me when I come in the morning what to do, and we do it. You can see some workers off in the distance working some fields. And he looks at me, he's like, can I assume that you're here about the thing that happened over at the farm next door?
Yes. I know you guys had a situation yourself earlier. I'm just wanting to know. I discovered something there that I think was very strange, and I wanted to see if this might have happened here. I saw a strange marking in blood on the side of the barn. It was kind of like a handprint, sort of.
Well, there were handprints everywhere. On the cow, against the walls of the... Well, I want to say, I don't want to say walls. Against the one wall, there were a couple of handprints, smeared handprints.
Okay.
It's all washed away now, but you can go take a look.
I mean, did you see it yourself? Or, because I want to, there's something specific. There was almost like a design in the handprint that I saw on the neighboring farm, and that is something that I want to see if it's the same thing.
Okay. And you you see him look over at some guy, and he's like, "Hey, Pete, Wena, come here. Okay." And he starts ordering him around, and he's like, "I'm going to go with the boss here and just show him the barn." Okay. And you get eventually to the barn. It's quite a busy farm. You know, lots of money, you think. Yeah. Or that, or the workers are well taken care of. I mean, no, sorry, that's just a fleeting thought. It's probably money. Yeah. And you get to the barn, and he shows you the wall where they had the handprints on, but it's all washed off. And it's actually a fresh coat of paint.
Oh, that's quite unfortunate. I mean, that's good for...
Roll me a wits and awareness. Wait, you're going to spend some time looking at it, right? Before you roll wits and awareness, I think you might have to do intelligence and investigation then.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, continue on what you wanted to say.
That's unfortunate. It looks like they painted over. Hopefully I can still see something here. What do I notice?
And like as you say, hopefully I see something here. You hear someone scream in the background, "Fuck! You and us!" And he's like, and he looks at you and he's like, "Sorry, I gotta go. And he runs off. I mean, they trust you. I mean, and you spend some time looking at it, and you're looking at the wall, you're going at different angles and everything. And at some point, with that fucking high of a thing, a roll, fuck you.
You changed it. You gave me the 2 highest points. Investigation and intelligence are my 2 highest.
And you notice about shoulder height, almost through the paint, almost as if... Nah, it's not glowing. It's just the paint falling into that pattern. It's definitely not glowing. But you definitely see a pentagram.
I'm sorry to write out the description of like that it was painted over and everything. I'll basically describe what I'm seeing. So that's interesting. Could it be that it was carved in? Was it that it was so strong that it is still in that shape?
You feel over it. It's definitely not carved in.
That's strange.
Roll me a wits and awareness as you touch over it to inspect it.
That is really strange. It should be gone.
You feel a tiny electrical shock as you move over it. Look at your finger. There's no splinters or anything. You do it again to confirm, and you feel a tiny electrical shock again.
Oh. And I like rub my hand to see maybe if it's like static or something.
No. You touch a piece of metal and then touch the thing, that shock is still there.
This thing is like... Oh, it's good. No, this is good. This might just be a winner. This might be the story. And I'll basically start writing out pure... It's gone from like really well organized notes to like the fastest free form writing of like I'm just writing out every single thought that comes into my head of how this relates. And the page starts like from neat to just hectic, and just like you'll see not everything looks completely legible, but you'll see words like electrical shock, the pentagram, like ritual, demonic, occult, like all of that just going, and it goes from... I've kept my pages like fairly 1-2 pages. This is going from 3-4 pages now, just fully writing until this thing is full. Okay, I'm gonna have to go back to Elsie to check if the same thing is happening there. Okay, he said there was multiple. I'll start feeling and looking throughout this whole, like, the building. Just
it seems like it's just that one spot. Yeah.
Tag, question mark. Maybe they actually keep track of it. Could be some type of magic. Like, they use it, and even if it gets washed off, they still know because this place has been marked. This is interesting. I need to go to Luan, and I need to go force Jan to just find something in his books. Okay. I'll go take a quick peek to see what's going on there and see if there's any more commotion. just to see if I can maybe.
Okay, you
some
spent
more information.
quite a while, so we will get back to you. You spent quite a while writing out and thinking these thoughts. Luan, you are busy working on a thing. How long does it take?
So the fermentation takes long. That's going to take a bit, but the spin down and that should only take a few hours, maybe, to just purify, spin, test, all that. So that one should be quicker. So I currently have the actual.
So the
one thing.
How successful were you in recreating that? Let's find out.
Let's find out. What is that?
That's gonna definitely involve crafting.
Yeah. Is it chemicals? In my specialty.
Well,
I'm not creating a chemical. I don't know.
You're mixing blood with what? Or are you just thinning it out and then mixing it with something?
Yeah, so basically how it would work is that you basically precipitate some of the more large coagulating things to make it more thin. So it adds some of that and so on for the spin down one.
Okay, and you want it to look like some sort of wine.
Yes, so that's most likely going to like it already has the color, but it's most likely going to be adding something to just keep it from drying out and keep it more preserved and so on.
Okay, let's do crafting chemicals. And
but extra time.
And you are going to do. Let's see here. Well, crafting and intelligence.
Alrighty. I will roll the speciality die afterwards, because that we cannot add. So bad. So
remember, six and higher is a success.
Yep. So only 2 successes because I can't willpower.
You're not there yet. You're not there yet. You're close, but not there. You might have to change the chemicals around.
I'll continue and go around. Most likely going to go get another blood thing somewhere to just get more samples and so on. Just continue.
The time now in game, I'd say about 4 hours have passed. Most of the farm work is done on Marta and Elsie. What would you guys have been talking about while working together?
I'm in the house and she's outside, so.
So you're not with her yet the whole time. What's going through your minds?
Just thinking of maybe adding extra fencing to keep the animals out. Trying to plan what to do there. Making sure the fencing that is currently in place is all fixed up.
The funny part is, the fencing, no damage was done to the fencing.
And I'll think of ways to make it maybe higher, maybe make it go deeper into the ground.
Maybe do like one of those bent over fences.
Yes.
That whatever can jump will jump into that. Whatever animal can jump that high will jump into the top part that's bent over.
Yes.
And Elsie?
And
yeah?
Probably set a few traps as well.
Okay, round about the spots where you believe they came in.
Yes.
And Elsie?
I'm sure probably just think about like the food that she made and like the conversation and the table and everyone around the table. And
you get a like when you're thinking about it, it's like you get like a sense of family when you, or a sense of similar, a group with all its quirks, but they're working together. You know, something like that. You get that sense of like, maybe camaraderie. People are, maybe getting maybe this could potentially be something in the future, like your space away from work, essentially.
Yeah, and then
With
she
no
sort of like,
judgment. Mm.
yeah, and then she sort of like shrugs it off, and she's like, "Oh no, that's
Yeah.
not feasible," and then she just sort of keeps herself busy.
And then Mr. Jan Hendrik. You've worked up quite a sweat.
How late is it now? Basically,
It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
yeah, Jan will definitely go back inside without a shirt, with like his
Muscles rippling and sweaty and...
yes, exactly. As he's basically all pumped, as Jan is basically coming in and basically looking at Luan and being like, you winning?
Oh fuck! I didn't even know you were there. What?
I was standing here, flexing. No, I'm joking. Just like I was standing behind you.
You're standing there and then...
all the time. Yeah, it's like,
I use his pics as my mixing machine. Is that what's happening? Like,
Well, you've not been
I'm-
successful.
So
You've not been successful.
yeah, I'm still struggling to figure out this blood. And there's something about the concentrations, because it's kept turning into a powder, and that does not what I want. And then this one turned green, which is a whole thing. So when iron gets actually oxidized to a further state, and I'll just explain some chemistry about how it becomes green coloration instead of red, and like. But yeah, I've not tested the blood yet, if it's animal or human yet. Maybe I should also do that. I'll then after-mindedly go get those up. It's an antibody test basically, so it precipitates out if it's animal blood.
Well, I
or in
assume
its
you
solution.
also tested it while working on the other thing. It's definitely
Basically,
animal
yeah.
blood. It's definitely animal blood.
Oh, it's animal blood. Perfect. So no crimes have been committed, at least by murder. So it's animal.
Murder.
while like Luan is talking, like sorry, Jan has basically
New
gone.
character, who this?
Jan has gone basically to shower, and then basically like he's coming back, like washing his hair, or like drying his hair, and then basically putting on like his leather, like, or not like leather armor, like almost like his normal clothes, putting a sword on his back. Oh, that's cool. Like you said, red. Oh, that's so nice, and but fermenting and something about that. I'm gonna take this book with me. Now, keep in mind, I'm gonna be there by the farm. I did tell them I'm going to keep an eye on tonight. Don't stay up too late. Don't do something crazy.
I will fix this. Oh, before you go, now I'll just hand him like this little pouch and then a glass vial, and I say, so throw these together and throw it. Throw the pouch into the glass vial and throw it. It will make a very bright light if something dangerous comes. And I basically give him aluminium and potassium perchlorate to make a flashbang, basically, which I did read up on. So
you also give him something. It's a recipe for what you believe to be the world's strongest coffee in liquid form. In liquid form. In fact, the way... Let's see if you can figure out who gave you this recipe. The way it was described to you, if you drink a tot of this, you get... And this person said Kindred, which is the exact opposite of drunk and beyond. You get insights, you see things, you experience things, and it's very dangerous to consume in great quantities.
Wow.
You got given this by someone named Tiffany. Yeah, quite a young. The recipe was given to you by Tiffany. Quite a young lady in the quaint little town of Bloem. New arrival. Like, I think you were like the third or fourth person she spoke to. She doesn't believe in your scientific mumbo jumbo. She doesn't believe in your, what she calls it, technology things.
That's understandable.
Trains she can understand, but no. Yeah, your stuff is weird. Yeah.
I will then give him. Probably I've already made him like a little tart.
He gives you 3 of these vials.
Okay.
And he tells you, listen.
Okay, I'm focusing.
You drink 1 if you
Which
feel
one?
tired. Anyone, don't drink more. The rest is for tomorrow and the night after.
Okay.
If you drink more, you're gonna die. I just want to warn.
We'll do so. Listen, if I don't come back tomorrow, most likely something did kill me. And it's definitely 100% a vampire because there's nothing else that will be able to kill me. Yeah.
No, please just make sure that I'm in the will as going to inherit this house. That's all I.
To be fair, this is like the whole idea of the family thing is if I die, it needs to be burned. Like all of it, like the books. Something about like the books are important and the knowledge.
Right in your will, it's mine, and I will certainly burn it.
Okay, we will talk about this when I get back. Also, no, that's basically it. Okay, and I heard all about the fermenting and stuff like that. Keep going, you're gonna get it. I know you, bright mind.
Did you get the part that it was animal blood? The symbols were made out of animal blood, not human blood.
Well, I do now.
You're the smartest idiot I know. Good luck.
You know me. And then basically Jan will like walk out and make his way to the farm.
Okay. JJ, you check up on the commotion. And there is someone there, a woman. You've rarely seen her. She's dressed in all black. And for a few instances, you could imagine that she was... no, it's not a witch's hat that she's wearing. She's wearing no hat. Okay? She's wearing no hat, so what the hell? Maybe it's just you being shocked by the pentagram thing.
Mm-hmm.
And you see she's busy with someone, and you approach the commotion, and there's a bunch of farm workers around there, and she's just telling them all to give her space to breathe and bring her... there's an iron bucket right next to her. Okay? And the person she's working on, one of the farm workers she's working on, his leg has seen better days. He fell from the roof, and it snapped.
Oh.
The strange thing is, she's touching his leg, and he's not screaming. But her eyes are closed.
Woman touching leg. Man with broken leg. Man not screaming. Woman's eyes closed. Question mark.
And there's all mumblings around you like, oh, she's... they call her like, oh, she's a tour doctor.
Of a Shangoma.
Sangoma, yes. They keep on mentioning the name Sangoma.
Sangoma, question mark. Loin, question mark. Witchcraft. Witchcraft? Excuse me. Sorry. You're saying that she's a witch doctor? Like a Sangoma?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
What do you know about this lady?
What you see. Look, And they're always there. It's mumblings, but it's whispered mumbles. They don't want to interrupt anything. And the guy whispers to him, is like, "Hey, can't you see that he's supposed to be screaming?"
Yeah.
And she's touching his leg. Oh, look. And as you look, after she touched his leg, she touches her shoulder a little bit and then starts bandaging and setting the leg in a splint. And she's doing it, and she is sweating profusely. But she's laser focused, as if nothing around her matters. Or as if she's only there with this, helping this guy.
Sweating profusely. It's not particularly hot. It's not like...
No,
wouldn't make sense
well,
that she's
it's getting
sweating
cooler,
that much.
but it's still hot, but doesn't make sense. I mean, farm
It's
workers
still-
sweat this much.
Yes.
Yes.
Has she done this before?
She's been with some of us that's gone before. I've never seen her fix legs, but she's usually around here in nature doing her thing, and then seemingly when we need her, she pitches up.
She came here recently, right?
Yeah. She says, like, from somewhere, she calls it the chalk. So it's probably in, like, somewhere, probably Britain. Yeah. Probably an area there called the chalk.
The chalk.
Mm.
The chalk. Right, in the chalk / Britain question. Okay. Does he charge for this? Does he just help me?
Oh, we just give her old bed linen, clothes, boots. She loves boots.
Okay. How did he... He fell. How did that...
Sure, this way now. He's not very good at heights. He lost his footing, and he moored from the roof. And he points, like, to the topmost part of the house. And he's like, first, it was like a ball. He moored down onto the second roof, and then he fell from the second floor.
Ish.
Yeah.
And he's not dead.
Sure. He's not dead. But he's very clumsy. He's an aap. He likes to climb, but he's afraid of heights. I don't know how his mind works.
It's not a good situation to be scared of, I'd say. So, thanks, man.
Okay.
I'll just
Okay,
wait
boss.
for it to be finished. Sure.
She finishes, and the guy, like, even after she set his leg, he doesn't show signs of pain for some odd reason. And she gets up and she's like, "All right, dearies, I gotta go. Thank you for the bucket. I don't need clothes or anything." And she just turns away, but she walks away with the bucket. She walks away with force. She hurriedly walks away. Are you gonna follow up to her? Are you gonna follow her?
I am going to follow.
Are you
I am going to walk up to her.
Are you gonna try and catch up with her?
Yeah, I'm trying to catch up with her, trying to be like, "Excuse me, miss.
Sorry, I have to go.
Well, I just want to know, like, where I can No, talk to you at a convenient time.
Okay, yeah, tomorrow. Seriously,
Where
I
can I
need
find
to
you?
be alone. You'll find me when you need me. You'll find me in, ask Elsie, she knows.
Okay, thanks.
Next to the bank.
All right, okay. Thank you. And then he'll kind of just slow down a little.
Let her
Go
walk.
off.
After a certain distance, she takes the bucket, throws it into the air. What's an awareness? She throws it into the air, and the shoulder she touched, she points that arm towards the bucket. And you definitely see the bucket become a tiny little ball, and as it's falling, it turns into liquid.
What in the hell?
And you're like, holy shit, that thing shocked me more than I thought.
Shocked me more than touching that sign. It's also right. And the same as how you like crazily and like sporadically wrote down.
Yeah, you're walking and writing.
Not even looking straight, just looking in the book and trying to write everything down.
And you're making your way towards Elsie's farm, neighboring farm.
Mm-hmm.
So you're like, writing? Okay, I'm still going. Writing, I'm still in the right direction. Stumble a couple of times over a couple of rocks, but you continue on writing. And Jan, as you get closer to Elsie's farm, you just see JJ walking past the main gate, but he's busy writing. You're like within screaming or talking distance of each other. He doesn't seem to have noticed you.
Have a good night.
Huh? What?
Have a good night.
I'll pass it. Hey. Wait. Come here, wait. I'll come to you. And I'll walk up to him like really fast. Listen. Okay. Few things. A lot of things. Okay. Wait. Listen, warrior.
Okay.
You might just be a genius.
A lot of people do say that about me.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Listen here. Hunter Magic Man.
That's me.
I just found something quite interesting. Many things, actually, I do need to tell you. I'm going to need your expertise right now. So, I just went to the neighboring farm. Okay? Hear me out. I went to go check if they also had that symbol. Yeah. Now, they did paint over it, but it was still there. Somehow. They had the same hand with the same mark, so same people. Here's where it gets
It was only the pentagram that shone through, by the way. There was no handprint, it was only the pentagram.
Oh, my bad. The pentagram, that mark, that star thingy, was there, okay? When I put my hand over it, because I thought it must be like a itching or something, it wasn't, and it shocked me. And I checked. Touched metal, I checked, it wasn't like static or anything. It shocked me like electricity. Okay? So, like, clearly, maybe it's magic or some type of weird thing because it's there. They painted over the whole thing. It's like it shouldn't be there. They said they washed it. You can see it's painted. It shouldn't be there. I don't know why it's there. It's there. And it shocked me. Clearly...
You might need to go to Luan just to make sure you don't have it.
Yeah, I will. I'm planning to. I'm just coming here. Actually, I just walked past it, didn't I? Yeah, I'm trying to go to Elsie's because I want to see if the thing shocks me as well. The other thing.
Marta's
farm.
Marta's farm.
Like, you don't know her that well. You're like, you know Elsie more than you know Marta.
Yeah. Same, but different. You know, they both staying there. They're like friends, you know. It's kind of like one and the same. Anyway, it's not the point. The point is that when I was leaving, I was like some type of commotion. And I went to go check. Turns out some guy fell off the roof and he broke his leg. Okay? That's not the part.
Okay.
There was a lady, like a really lady, she dressed in all black, and she's
Okay.
put her hand on the broken leg, like
Okay.
just like it's nothing. Eyes closed, just like touching it. And then she like felt her elbow. And then afterwards she like bandaged him up everything. And she left. And then when she left, I tried to talk to her, but she was like in a weird rush or something. I don't know. But what's weird is that she took a bucket with her, like a pail. She threw it in the air. And I don't know how, but the thing condensed and just turned into like liquid.
She might
There's
be.
some strange
Yeah.
shit going on here.
She might be a Malkavian.
Oh, that. But don't they see into the future? How?
Yeah. No, I only
Okay.
have read one
No,
chapter.
listen.
Yeah.
You know. Actually, you're the man. You know all the strange things you taught. But say here, yes, I'm gonna trust you. You know. I'm gonna go speak to Luan because maybe he also knows something else. But you know.
I'm going to the same direction. I'm also going to Marta.
Yeah. So we can go to Manta. I'll check that, and I'm gonna go to Luan. But yeah, that's it's really important. Let's keep our eyes peeled. Now it's getting serious.
We don't trust Malkavians.
We don't. You're right. Okay.
Well, I think, like, if I read correctly, Malkavians are also like vampiric witches. No, that's the same book.
Okay. They're okay. Witches. Okay. They did say witchcraft. Hey, the guy did mention witchcraft. He did say she's like a sangoma or something. So
Malkavians. Am I right?
You know what? Your work is paying off. Look at you.
I do. Like, I was reading all day.
I did say. I said it. I said it from the beginning. Samuel Bloemfontein, I believed in you. I see it. I saw it. Maybe I see in the future. Who knows?
We should start walking. We need to be there.
We definitely. Yeah. Oh shit. Okay, let's go.
Just a quick thing for those of you watching. This is generally how Vampire goes. Some episodes, some people have the spotlight. Other episodes, other people have the spotlight. It's where the story takes us. And you make your way to the farm.
Yeah.
What's Marta and Elsie doing now? At about 3-4 o'clock in the afternoon. Let's make it about 4 o'clock.
Marta would have just set out food and water for the cows and the sheep, and make sure the chickens also have food and Yep. And then head back into the house.
And Elsie?
Elsie would have probably helped her just get everything ready. Oh, sorry. I'm dying.
Oh shit, sorry.
No, it's good. It's alright. It's all good. Sound like a man.
Okay. You get to the farm. Elsie and Marta is walking back from the chicken coop. And Elsie and Marta, you do see them.
I start waving like a crazy person. Listen, I got something for you. I don't know. Okay, listen. Just the two people I needed to talk to. Okay, so I went over to your neighbors, and there's some weird shit happening. Okay, so one, Marta, is it okay if I go back to where that thing is, did you wash it off? Did you wash the print off?
Yes, I washed it off.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. They painted over this and washed off. I'll check. The other thing, Elsie, do you know some lady? She said she knew you. She said I must talk to you about her. She's like raised all black. It's very weird.
Yeah.
They called her like a Sangoma witch doctor type lady. I don't know. It's very weird.
Yes, definitely.
So, okay, you know, Tiffany. Okay, cool. What do you know? Because do you know well?
About what? What do you want to know?
I just saw like go to a guy with a broken leg, touch him, closed eyes for like solid 30 seconds to a minute, put the bandages on everything, rushed out of there with a pail, a bucket, right, metal bucket, walked down the street, tried to like get her name, everything, because it was strange as hell. She threw it in the air with the same arm she done, you know, and then the thing collapsed, turns into like liquid. It's not like it just got crushed. It got crushed liquid.
Oh.
What the fuck is going on?
I've never seen that. That's but I know where she lives. I can show you, like.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna come back to you for that. So yeah, strange shit is going on. Yeah, thank you. Anyway,
she's sweet. She's a nice lady. Good girl.
She seems very nice. She helped that man for like only took the pail. So you know. But anyway, I need to go check that thing because more weird shit. And I'll tell you later.
Okay.
And then I'll go. Fun.
Jan will basically, because he was running, just get there and be like, hey guys.
Hey Jan. Are you here to set up camp for the night?
Yeah, is there any place you want me to set up?
We can set up in front of the barn. It sees pretty much all the fields.
Okay. I'm gonna go sit there for like tonight. And hopefully
like the spot she prepared earlier was at the backside of the barn where the handprint was.
But I can see all the cows, right?
You can see all the cows, and you can go into the barn. You've basically got free reign all around the barn and the fields, and in the distance, well, not so distance, but a ways off, you do see the warden's farmhouse.
Just don't break anything, otherwise I'll break you.
Won't break anything, right? I'm just gonna sit there, relax. And by the way, Luan is fermenting. I don't know what that means, but he is doing that in peace and happiness.
Is he fermenting or is he fermenting something?
To be honest, not quite sure. But he is fermenting.
Okay.
Hello, Elsie. Right.
Hello. Sorry. Yeah, I'm here.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, so you guys are safe tonight. I'm here. I'll be here if you guys need me. And hopefully we catch one of them, right?
Or maybe they just leave us alone for tonight.
Who knows? Who knows? I'm here. So you guys can sleep well.
And the camera follows Jan where he sets up. You go and test, and yes.
Okay. I run back. I run. Are they still outside or did they go inside?
Well, you run past Jan as he's setting up. He's heading towards the barn.
Jan! It shocked me. It shocked me, dude.
I think to be fair, I really think you need to go check it out. I think he might have a flute. And I had like a cousin or something that had a flute, and he didn't live past 23. He just died. Like,
I don't think you're taking this
it,
seriously.
I
You
believe,
know, for a hunter and a guy who's supposed to be like a paranormal guy, you really don't believe in paranormal. It's very weird.
I do believe in vampires.
No,
Vampires. I mean,
go do your vampire thing. It's fine. I'll go
oh,
to people.
by the way, I'm just
Take
going
this
to put it
seriously.
out there. Luan is fermenting.
Is he fermenting, or is he fermenting something?
Not quite sure.
Okay, I'm gonna assume he's fermenting something. Cool. Thanks for that.
Got you. So if you guys, if you need me, I'm gonna be in this barn. Hopefully, I catch something. You know. So yeah, if you're bored throughout the night or you want to bring food.
Okay. Anyway, I need to go. Thanks, though.
Okay. Cool.
I'll remember you. Think of you. Cool.
I'm gonna sit here alone. Okay.
It just goes.
Goodbye, JJ.
Goes to the front. Bye. Goes to the front. Sees it. Hey, Martha. How's he? Hey, cool. You're both here. Cool. So here's the thing. I was talking about the strange thing at the back there. Same thing happened at the other people's house. They had that marking, right? Told you. Theirs was washed. They painted over it, everything. And when I went to go, I could still see like the triangle, pentagram, star thingy. And then I was like, thought it was, and they cut it out or something. And I put my hand on it, and it wasn't. But it shocked me. Strange. And then I checked if it was static. It wasn't. Okay.
Shock
So I
like
came here.
shock or
like
shock like ow.
Like
So
you know. Yeah. Like electric, but like not. I don't know. I went there. I want to go like touch it, feel it a couple times. No. Same thing. So I don't know. But it might be like a weird marking thing. Maybe like it's like magic. I don't know. Maybe it does something.
Something like what?
Like you can wash it away, but they still marked you so they know this place and they might come back and it might be a problem. I don't know all the answers. I'm not gonna lie to you, but like it means something, clearly.
Okay.
Listen. I'm not a scientist, a cult type. I'm not Jan, and Jan doesn't read the book, so he doesn't know, and he won't let me read it. So what can I do? But I'm just saying, weird shit is weird shit. Okay, we call a spade a spade.
Okay.
Wood shouldn't produce electricity. I don't know. I don't think that's how maths works. So, you know.
Can Martha go and touch the spot she cleaned and see if it shocks her too?
Yep, it's a thing.
Okay, that's good.
So it shocked you as well. So I'm not crazy. Because Jan said I was crazy. I don't think I'm crazy. I know I saw some weird shit today. Okay? Like the bucket was fucking insane. I don't understand what the fuck's going on over there. Turned back into water. But yeah, no, I'm not crazy. Great. I thought I was losing my damn mind.
By this time, if any of you wanted to feel it, you would have felt a tiny little shock. Except for Luan, because he's not there yet.
I need to tell Luan. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna go tell him and try and figure this thing out. But yeah, be careful. If you own a gun, I hope you own a shotgun or something, because like could get dangerous. Just, be safe out there, okay?
Will do, you too.
Yeah, thanks. See you maybe even tomorrow, because the way this shit is going, I might need to come back. Yeah. Bye.
Bye.
Guys.
And he walks off.
And-
Jan, what do you do to set up?
So basically, what Jan is doing, he is making sure he has like a perfect view. He almost like has like a comfy like bedroll type situation, and he is putting stuff like stacking his bag with stuff that he brought, so that he can watch without someone seeing him. That's the idea.
It's gonna be difficult. You're gonna... I mean, there's inside the barn and outside the barn. Inside the barn, your view is obscured, but no one sees you. Outside the barn, your view isn't obscured, but people can potentially see you. And that is probably where you're going to set up like a campfire.
Yes. So, but what Jan is going to do is not going to set up a fire.
Okay.
So if he's outside, he's most likely leaning against like the barn door and just standing like perfectly still for very long amounts of time.
So you're keeping on the opposite side of the barn was the handprint. You're keeping that at your back?
Yeah.
Okay.
More keeping my eyes on the cows.
Yeah, okay, so no, yeah, the cows are in and around the barn.
Oh, okay.
Quite smelly, but it's okay. Are you gonna like walk around and stuff and keep an eye out, see as much as you can from the outside or to the outside?
Jan was most likely going to do that. He is going to patrol a lot, and then check, and then come back, stand. When he does get tired, he is going to pop one of those.
So, what happens? He sets up. His sword and stake are always on his body, and he set up the bag and the belongings and the the bedroll, which he's not going to use tonight, but he sets that up inside the barn, and he starts walking around, and the camera zooms out from that image, from him walking around, and as the camera zooms out and pans a bit up, you see lights going on in the Warden farmhouse, and the camera fades to black. Holy shit. A lot of interesting things. A lot of interesting things. Man, these men can talk. Huh, Elsie and Martha?
Yep.
Fuck it.
Certified, yep.
Well, it makes sense. You're a reporter. You're talking. You're... Holy shit. How do you guys feel?
Cool. That's cool. That was nice.
Who do you think is going to be turned first?
Probably Jan.
Jan he put himself in a worse position. He's just going to be chilling there. And he doesn't know, really. So he's just going to be like, oh, yeah. And then someone's going to sneak up behind him. He's going to... He's done.
You guys have, like, no faith in Jan. He is like a warrior, you know.
That hasn't fought anything. There's only theoretical, no practical. And barely any theoretical because he don't want to read.
But he has training in, like, fighting. He's putting out there.
That's the thing. Technically, the only one from all of us is Luan, who have seen you actually do your moves. For everyone else, you just as a guy wearing a sword.
Yeah, O'Keegan says Jan passing along the information just as good as his reading. That makes sense. That does make sense.
That's basically one of my many weaknesses.
Ladies and gentlemen, either or neither, over on Twitch, YouTube, or Kick, we're gonna call the stream there, and then we are gonna finish up our debriefing session after this, which you can find exclusively on patreon.com/Zaffageek. For paid members, $1 is all it takes, and you can get access to it. Get some behind-the-scenes info. Thank you again to Tigress, Angel M, Serpent Chaos, Jono, and Santa for joining me on this epic journey of a vampire story. We might only be back in 2 weeks, though, due to real-life stuff. So I'll keep you guys posted. If not, I'll be playing Elden Ring. If we're not here, I'll be playing Elden Ring. Thank you, everybody. Until next time, remember, I hope that you know that you are valuable and that you are loved. And until next time, have a good one.